Hi, Millie. Millie, what are you doing? Are you packing yourself up? You want to go see Miss Charlotte and Barb? Millie. Hey, Millie. You want me to ship you off to see Barb and Miss Charlotte? Since Charlotte can't get here, you want me to send you up there? Is that what this is? No? Okay. Miss Nyah. Miss Nyah. Are you packing up now? Are you going to go see Barb and Charlotte? You going to go see Barb and Charlotte, Nyah? Nyah. Hi, baby. You going to go see Barb and Charlotte? Nyah. Kitty, kitty. You're such a pretty girl. Look at you. You want to go see Barb? Tell me. You want to go see Barb? You want to go see her? You want to go see Miss Charlotte? Are you looking for Miss Charlotte? She's not here, babies. I bet you would like Miss Charlotte. Nah, she just wants a nap. Hi there, my name's Pam. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. I appreciate you being here. And we're going to get right into it. So today I want to talk about a few things. I've got a tiny haul of new makeup, new to me. It's not brand new releases, but it's new to me. And I want to talk about that. I've got some Wet-nWild, e.l.f. item, and some Fwee items. So we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about Barb over at Barb's Makeup Journey. First thing I want to talk about is Barb at Barb's Makeup Journey. I'll try to tag her in the comments so you can see. And I have shared her channel multiple times on my channel. So if you go into my post, you should be able to see her there. And what I want to talk about is, she has a small channel and she gets a lot of makeup subscription boxes. And basically what she wants to do is make sure that other women have the ability to get some really nice beauty products for a good price. So what she's going to do is she got these little pink boxes and this cute pink little sticker here. She's going to start selling mystery boxes for $32. For details, I encourage you to go to her site because I don't want to say anything out of turn and get anything wrong. But basically it's $32 and that includes shipping. I assume that's to the United States only. Again, I don't know. You need to go on her channel to get the details. But she said she'll put 4 or 5 items in there, and then like every 10th box, maybe she'll put a couple extra items. And she's going to put quality makeup in these boxes, but they're complete mysteries. Again, if you are interested, $32, and it's basically extras that she got in subscription boxes for herself, or it's items that she's picked up at TJ Maxx, that type of thing. So if you're interested, check out Barb at Barb's Makeup Journey. Next, we're going to look and see what I got in my box. Now, this is not her mystery box. She does sell just some items in addition to the stuff that she gets out of her boxes. It's literally just her and her business. So, I mean, we're talking true, small, out of her basement, independent business. Not a corporation by any means. I'd rather shop with her. So what she found some brushes, makeup brushes on TEMU. One of the things that, I'm just going to show you the inside of the box. One of the things that I had bought in here, she had some collagen that she got like in a wellness box or something. She wasn't interested. I take collagen supplements, so I went ahead and bought the collagen from her. And I bought this set of brushes from her as well. Now these she got from TEMU. Okay, so this is my PSA section of my video. Everybody wants a deal, of course. I'm no exception. I love a deal. I hate paying full retail price. And you can get some good deals on TEMU. You can also get scammed on TEMU. Well, the makeup brushes and tools and things like that, I think are fine to get off of TEMU and Amazon and places like that. When you're talking actual makeup, personally, I will not do it. Let's say Fenty blush is, I'm going to make up a number, okay? Say it's $28. Fenty blush is $28. Well, and I'm not seeing them on TEMU. I'm making this all up just for an example. Fenty blushes at Ulta, we'll say, are $28. And say you find one on TEMU for $8. You want the one on TEMU, right? For $8. Don't do it. If you can get that same blush at a true outlet like Marshall's or Ross or TJ Maxx or a Fenty outlet or on sale at Ulta or Sephora or trade in points and get it, that's all legitimate. Those are typically products that just they had an overstock of, they didn't sell. When you're talking TEMU and Walmart and Amazon and places like that, there are a lot of independent sellers. It's not like sold by Walmart. It's not like sold by Amazon. And when you get into those independent sellers, you can get into unscrupulous people and get counterfeit makeup. And when you're talking counterfeit makeup, yes, it's less expensive. Yes, it might look like the actual makeup, but you have no clue what's in it. And makeup, even great makeup, legitimately made makeup, can have items in it that are or can be harmful to you. Although, you know, for the most part, they're not. They're tested and we know. But when you get true counterfeit makeup, you don't know what's in it. It could have lead. It could have arsenic. You know, it's minerals that are mined, and lead and arsenic and all kinds of harmful heavy metals can be put into that makeup. So don't do it, ladies. It's not worth it. Okay, so apparently TEMU sells these BK Beauty brushes. This is a different set than these. She went ahead and threw this in my box just as an extra. I do have a set of BK Beauty brushes like this that I bought myself. These are authentic. This one is an authentic BK Beauty brush. I bought it myself a couple years ago. I don't know off the top of my head exactly how much it was. It did come in a set, and I think it was like $180 for maybe 8 or 10 brushes. I'm not sure exactly. I don't remember, but pricey. So you see it's brush number 109 by BK Beauty. Again, this is an authentic, for sure, BK Beauty brush bought off of the BK Beauty site. This is a brush from TEMU, branded, turn it this way, branded BK Beauty, again with the 109. I'll show you side by side. Completely side by side. This is them. Extremely similar. This is the knockoff. This is the real one. I know because Barb had put a mark on the back of the ferrule so you could tell them apart because they're so similar. It's very hard to tell. Plus, my brush has been used several times, so I mean, it does have a little bit of staining, but they're pretty much identical. Now, again, this is the real one, the authentic one bought off the authentic site, and this is the one bought off of TEMU. I will say the only difference I notice, the very first few bristles here seem shorter than these. Like these bristles, I think, are stacked a little bit differently than these, but I don't know that it would make much difference when you're putting your makeup on. Barb had shared her husband thought that maybe the ones sold on TEMU are seconds out of the factory. Could be, they could be counterfeit. I don't know. It's all alleged. I have no idea. And this is the other BK Beauty set that Barb bought on TEMU, and then I just went ahead and bought it from Barb. And that's what the set looks like. You open it up, and this is what the set of brushes looks like. And these seem like pretty nice brushes, and I'm going to go ahead and give them a try out today. And we'll see how they work. This one's beautiful. That's a nice dense brush. That's good for blush and whatever. These are nice, and I don't remember exactly what Barb got these for, but it was around $20. And if you buy the ones off the BK site, they're well over $100. Okay, the next thing I wanted to look at is, this is from Wet-nWild. It's a hydration cooling stick. I think this is probably similar. Tula, T-U-L-A, has a like a cooling stick like this. And I had been wanting to try that stick, but it's quite pricey. So I went ahead when I went on the Wet-nWild site. I wanted to compare the Mother Fluffer pot to the Fwee pot, and we'll get to that in a minute. It's a little makeup blush lipstick thing. But I also found this cooling stick and I wanted to try it out. And I do love it. I watch a lot of beauty channels. I am not a makeup artist, but I watch a lot of beauty channels. And I like to pass on what I've learned from others. Robert Welch, huge makeup artist, massive following. If you're not familiar with him, I highly recommend him. He has a few tutorials out there. He doesn't like the tutorials as much. I guess he doesn't get a lot of engagement with those. But he also does a lot of product reviews. And one of the things he had said was these cooling balm sticks are great to put on. One, they feel very cooling and hydrating, which is wonderful for the summer. I live in Florida, so year-round summer. But it just kind of gives you a little tiny bit of plumping and cooling action, and it'll close up your pores a little bit. So he highly recommended this before you use primer. And I've been using it the last couple days, and I really like it. I've not had any issues with my makeup pilling up, and it really does give a cooling sensation, which is wonderful for Florida. I'm going to go ahead and put on my makeup, but I'm not going to show you exactly every single product I'm using because I want to make this, relatively quick and not a 3-hour video. But for eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use the Medusa's Makeup Stick It. I did a big opening of Medusa's Makeup, I don't know, a month ago or so. I've used this eyeshadow primer a few times. I will say the very first time I opened it up, it had like little sweat beads on it. It was just the oil settling. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. It's a great product. I've used it several times. It really doesn't give any color, but it does have good tack to it. So if you're using a glitter or any type of eyeshadow that has any sort of fallout, I recommend this. It works great, and it's not super expensive. And it's Medusa's Makeup, which is a indie brand. So that's another bonus. Okay, another tip that I got, when you're curling your eyelashes, curl them 6 times on each side. So I'm going to try that, and we'll see how it works. Another thing that I was reading, tip for mascara, common practice in Mexico is to put the mascara just right at your lash tips after they're curled, right at your lash tips, and then do 1 coat from the base to the top, let it dry, and then do a second or a third coat, and it really gives you great big lashes. But you got to do the one on the outside first, the outside, the tips of the lashes. So I'm gonna curl my eyelashes 6 times. Have you ever pinched your eye doing this, your eyelid? I have. It sucks. I have this eyelash lift going on too. You see, it doesn't last forever, but it does give enough lift that when I curl my lashes, they stay curled pretty good. Normally my lashes are stick straight. Okay, that's being curled 4 times. My light just went out. That's being curled 4 times now. Okay, eyelashes are all curled up 6 times. Next I'm going to do my foundation. Today, I'm just going to do, it's a concealer and tint by Keys Soul Care. I've had this a couple years now, at least a full year. I love this. It's really light and thin. It's more like a serum. I don't usually use a lot of heavy foundation. I use the real thin ones, thinner formula. I prefer the more serum-like formulas. I do have a couple of thicker foundations, but the thinner ones are fine. But this is not a good tone for me. I'm going to go ahead and throw in some Do Recipe Hue drops. Just a couple pumps. And that's the color it gives me. Looks a little dark, but it won't be. Looks fine. Okay, that was that. No brush or anything. I just used my fingers and smeared it on because it is such a thin formula. Next, I'm going to use some concealer. This is a new concealer to me. It's by Tarte. I bought this off the Tarte website. It's a stick. It's a stick concealer, and I like it. Let's see. Yeah, what I like to do is use these thin foundations and then like little areas where I have a little discoloration, little redness, or maybe I do have a little vein there that you can see. I like to just hit it with some concealer and touch it up. I do sometimes do color correction. That works really great. You know, if you color correct whatever little blemishes you have. Okay, this is called Tarte Shape Tape Blur Concealer. I don't remember how much it cost. I bought it a few weeks ago. It's in the color CN51, and it looks like it is good for 12 months after you open it. And that's what it looks like. I like it. I recommend it. Next, I want to show off this Patrick Star. It's one size, so it's by Patrick Star. This is the color Light, Made for Shade, Bronze and Sculpt Trio, and it's fair, and the colors are unclockable, cut up, and made for shade. So you have powder, concealer, and bronzer all on the same palette, and it's light enough that it's very usable. By light, I mean it's pigmented. It has pigment enough that you can use it, but it's not so dark that when you do just a tiny swipe, you've got like streak. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just use a little bit of bronzer with the new brush here. It's pretty. Okay, so that's that. This is nice too. It has a big mirror in it and pretty heavy case. One Size is not an inexpensive brand, but it's not crazy expensive either. And I got that. It was on sale at Ulta. And Ulta is having their, is it 21 Days of Ulta or something? I forget the name of the sale, but they're getting ready to have a big sale here soon. I think it starts Thursday. They have different deals every day, so if you're interested, you need to go check it out. This is the new item I got from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Soft Glam Brightening Corrector. It's white. It's a white color corrector, which you can use, you know, if your foundation's super dark, you could put a drop of this in there. Sorry, I've got a cat hair or something in my nose, and it's itching the crap out of me. If you don't know, I have 5 cats, so it's real easy for me to get cat hair, and common for me to get cat hair. It's the lightest concealer ever. I'm just going to go with this. See how she does. Oh, that's nice. See how that just brightens up the whole under eye there? And you just need the tiniest amount. And I forget how much this is. I mean, it's e.l.f. It's not crazy expensive. I think maybe it was $7 or so. Okay, I looked it up. It's $5. All right, the other thing I want to look at, let's see. We talked about the cooling stick. Okay, I think we're into the dupes now. So what else I got from Wet-n-Wild was this Mother Fluffer blush. I love the name. The name cracks me up. And this Chameleon highlighter. The highlighter's beautiful. The problem I have with this highlighter, oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. It has glitter. Okay, yeah, it's glittery. I love shimmer. I'm not a big fan of glitter, especially in highlighters on the cheeks and stuff. Eyes, sure, and that's probably how I'll use this. It is beautiful. Wet-n-Wild container, very, I mean, I'll say cheap. The container's cheap, but the product is very, very, very affordable. So sometimes you kind of get what you pay for. The product is lovely. So that's what matters here, especially, you know, this day and age, dollars are not going as far as they should. So I recommend the Wet-n-Wild brand. Do you see how beautiful that is? It's stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I don't know if you can tell on camera or not, but you can see up close, it does have quite a bit of glitter in it. I mean, not a ton, but for me personally, I really don't like any glitter on the cheeks. That's just my personal preference. If you're cool with it, then you would probably absolutely love that highlighter. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the little glitters shining in there? Yeah, I think you can. It's glittery. Okay, now on to the main event, which is the Fwee products that I picked up and this other Wet-n-Wild. So Wet-n-Wild Mother Fluffer. I believe these are $6.99. They are basically a dupe, and we're going to look at that for the Fwee Blurry Pudding Pot. Now, I will say shade range is very limited. I think there's maybe 4 or 5 different colors with this. This has a bunch of shades. But it's about $20. Now, I bought this off of the Fwee website, and if you bought a certain amount, you got free shipping, plus you got free items that they threw in. So there are ways to get this less than retail. You just got to look around. Okay, I was looking at these. They are both cruelty-free, which is nice. Here's the Wet-n-Wild. Okay. Here's the Fwee. They hold basically the same amount. I think this is 0.16 ounces. This one's 0.17. So basically exactly the same thing. I'm not trying to do the influencer teeny thing. I hate that. But I will say it feels like this is probably glass, and this feels lighter, like this feels like plastic. I could be wrong about that. But the important part, let's look at the product. Okay, this is the Fwee. This is the Wet-n-Wild. So they look very similar. In fact, the colors are very similar. I thought I got a little bit different colors. What's interesting about this, it is moussey. Okay, so that's interesting to me, that it has this weird texture. The other things that I got from Fwee, they do have these applicators. So we're going to look at these too. I believe this one was $10. They both might have been $10 each. But again, like I said, they had some sales going on. So I didn't pay retail price for any of this. Here's the brushes out of the package. This one, they both have a silicone tip. This one is like meant more, you can use it on your lips, but it's a bigger tip. So I thought it would be better for using it as a cheek product. Both of these pots can be used as lips or cheeks. And then here's the skinnier one, which I thought would be great for a lip product. So we're going to try both. I think I'm going to do one on one side and the other on the other. We're going to do the Wet-n-Wild first with this applicator. That's what she looks like. I'm going to try it on the back of the hand. Oh, that's very creamy. Cooling. Oh, that feels so nice. That's nice, guys. It buffs right in, and then it feels like silk. It feels wonderful. And this is the Wet-n-Wild. That's really pretty. Okay, I put the Wet-n-Wild color on my lips too. It's pretty. It's not super, super pigmented, so you might need to build it up a little bit. Just depends on how, your preference of how you like to wear your blush. Do you like it more subtle or you like it a little more bold? Your choice. Sorry, I have these little hairs all over my face. Cat hairs is what they feel like. Okay, so that is the Wet-n-Wild side, and I have the Wet-n-Wild on my lips. I'm going to do the other side now with the Fwee. I went ahead and cleaned off the applicator. Here's the Fwee. This looks more like a mauve-y color. So this was the Wet-n-Wild. This is the Fwee. Looks like the Fwee might be a little bit more pigmented. Maybe. It feels very similar as far as the texture and the silkiness when it dries down. It's a similar color. No, I don't think it's really more pigmented. They're about the same. Okay, so this is the Fwee, and that is the Wet-n-Wild. I think you could probably build it up a little bit more. You can't see well on camera, like you have to really do your makeup dark on camera to be able to be seen, but in person it looks nice. And you really, I don't know, I guess you can kind of tell the difference between the two colors. Let's use a little bit more Fwee and a little bit more Wet-n-Wild on the other side. I recommend these. I know that they're pretty popular right now. A lot of people have tried them. A lot of people are trying them, talking about them. I recommend them. And, you know, if you want the Fwee, there's a certain color you want or whatever, get the Fwee. The Fwee is great. But so is the Wet-n-Wild. And the Wet-n-Wild is way less expensive. On the packaging on the Wet-n-Wild says it's made in Mexico. This is a Korean product. I think I spent right around $50 at Fwee. They were giving gifts away depending on what you bought. If you bought $50, that was the upper end, and they sent you a bag. And I also got sent a keychain, and it has makeup in it. I'll show it to you. I haven't even opened it yet. I got sent that, and I did buy a little pocket palette, and this was a free gift with that. So I did get a couple free gifts with my order, which is nice. Okay, so this is just a cute little keychain. It was a freebie gift they sent, and it's completely empty. Oh, okay. It's empty. I thought they put a color in there. There's a little mirror, but the pot is empty. Maybe I mean, they did send this. Maybe there's an empty pot in there. That's so odd. How cute is that? That's the other one that they sent me. This one says it is a shadow key ring. So this is an eyeshadow. The other one was supposed to be a lip gloss in here, but there's, like I said, like I showed you guys, there's, the tin is completely empty. That's odd. Maybe it's intended to be like that, so you can pop it out from another palette. I don't know. Okay, this one actually has color in it, and I think we'll use that for our eyeshadow today. Ooh, that feels soft. Very, very soft. It's not pudding-like like the pots. It feels like baked. It feels like a baked formula. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Still an enigma. Next, we're going to look at this cheek palette. They do have eyeshadow palettes, too. The cheek one looked interesting to me, though, because it looked like it was that pudding-type formula, maybe. I'm not sure. Ooh, that is pretty. And they had, I think, 4 different shade ranges for the blush. I got the one that was kind of a purpley color. Ooh, this is cheek, right? Pocket cheek palette. And that's what she looks like. Looks like it could be cheek or eyes to me. So I'm going to go here first. Now these do feel a little tacky, similar to the pudding pots, but not quite that soft. So I think that that's supposed to be maybe a bronzer. I don't know. And then there's that color. All these shades are pretty similar. That color, and then the pink. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my thing here. See how it does. Going in with this color here. I'm going to do some swatches, I think. Use my other hand. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it right there. That is this color. I'm going to do this one now. I gotta say, the color payoff is pretty low. I think that is an Asian makeup thing. I've tried Korean beauty and Chinese beauty, and none of them, I don't know if I've tried anything from Japan other than skincare. But yeah, I just, a lot of folks over in Korea and stuff, they're very, very, very fair. And I think that the way that they enjoy their makeup is just a little different than the way we use them over here in the West. Like, barely any payoff. And that's that purpley color. I don't know, guys, unless you don't want much payoff, I can't really, like, there's hardly anything there. I can't really recommend this, other than the packaging is adorable. The formula, it seems innovative because it is kind of like a cream to powder type thing. And, I think I'm just going to use my fingers and put it on my eyelids, and let's see how she looks. Okay, I mean, it did brighten up my eye. I used this kind of all over my eye. And it is pretty, extremely subtle. I think this would be great for a teenager that's just getting into makeup. It'd be awesome for them. Or somebody that doesn't like bold makeup. Perfect. Let me know what you think. Now, this is the Wet n Wild. I do think this is a little warmer, more of a coral color than this color. This is more of a cooler mauve type color. I think that this is a more cohesive look than this, but this itself is very, very pretty, and I really do like the eyeshadow. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Bye.